dancer. Back in the days when the dancer used to answer. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them answer. Whole heap of artists, Clinton bring them up America. Some never know say Clinton Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Whole heap of artists over them me can't remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae artists around the world and from Jamaica. New York City where him used to do the radio.
Hi, welcome to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. I want to thank you for joining me for another week. And I want to thank you also for your comments on the previous shows that we have done. We really appreciate it. Today we're going to have another good lineup for you. We have a special guest coming up, Brother Mitch. Brother Mitch is coming up. And we're also going to be taking a look at the South Florida Top 25 and the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 songs. So gear up, sit back, relax, and we'll come right back at you after this first break.
Embrace Music Foundation and the City of Miramar Mayor Wayne Messam present Rhythms of Africa, the pulsating spectacular, showcasing a kaleidoscope of Afro-Caribbean rhythms with special guest appearances by Marcia Griffiths and Gramps Morgan. Under the direction of former third world drummer and Grammy-nominated ambassador Willie Stewart, with patronage from Jamaica Council General Oliver Mayer. Rhythms of Africa, Saturday, April 30th at the Miramar Regional Park Amphitheater. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I answer. Back in the days when the dancer used to answer. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them answer. Whole heap of artists, Clinton bring them up America.
Okay, welcome back to Reflections. And my open dialogue today, I'm going to touch a bit on the recent passing of two members of the Mighty Diamonds. This group that was formed in 1969, been together for 53 years, and one of the longest serving groups in any genre of music. And why so special? The same three guys from 1969 up to recent times. You have groups that are much older, but they have changed lead singers and they have changed members over the years. But for the Mighty Diamonds, it's been those three guys. And, you know, I got the news. Well, actually, it happened when the first one died, Tabby Diamond, his real name Donald Shaw. He was killed in a drive-by shooting incident at his gate. And it happened like quarter to 10, 9:45. But at this time, Jamaica is now 1 hour behind. So at 9:45 p.m. in Jamaica would have been 10:45 p.m. in the USA. And a lot of people, especially industry people, by the time the confirmation was made and the news hit the wire, it would have been like 1 o'clock for us. Now, I usually go to bed early just to get up early so I can, you know, do my writings for my blog and find stories for my Facebook page. And when I got up at about 2:35, I noticed I've missed so many calls, at least 10 calls. And what I do, I keep my phone in the studio when I go to bed, so I'm not disturbed. So when I realized I had like 10 calls, I'm like, wow. And one person left a message, please, Mr. Lindsay, I need for you to confirm this. And then another person, an artist that's very close to Tabby Diamond, he left a voicemail saying, you know, Tabby has been killed. And another person left a link, which I went to the link to see a little blurb of the story of him. And by 3 o'clock, I had the full story on my blog and on my Facebook page. Now, the last time I saw Tabby Diamond, the Mighty Diamonds perform at the Garden in Lauderdale Lakes, December of 2019, I think it was. And that was like my 7th or 8th time seeing the Mighty Diamonds. I saw them when they first came to New York in the 70s. And I've seen them on Reggae Sunsplash and here, there, all over the place. This was the first time seeing them with the new member. Because by 2018, one of the original members, Bunny, he had to give up going on the road and give up being an active participant of the group. He had a stroke and he was restricted from traveling. So they replaced Bunny with Mr. Benaya Capo, they call him here in South Florida. And that was my first time seeing the Mighty Diamonds with Capo being a member. And it was such a good show. It was such a good show that December night at the Gardens in Fort Lauderdale. And over the years, you know, like all of us fell in love with the voice of Tabby. He had that voice that is so sweet and full of harmony and melody. And I love when he did love songs because, you know, to see, I used to say on radio, Rasta love songs. No one does it better than Tabby Diamond. There was one that I always love. There's no me without you. I mean, when you hear the Dread sing that, I mean, not even the Manhattans could do a better job, even though they were the original singers for the song. So over the years, I've really supported them, and I like the fact that, you know, they strongly in the Rastafarian teaching of Marcus Garvey and Haile Selassie. So for me, it was really a personal blow. It was, you know, just the way he died, you know, for someone who have advocated for peace and love one another and for humanity, to die like that is just not fair. It wasn't fair. It just, one of the songs that they have that I usually play all the time is a song called Why Me, My Black Brother. That song talks about why we have to kill each other, why we're making the mothers cry and the fathers cry. Why me, my black brother? Very profound, and to see that he became a victim of that song, it was just hard to swallow. I couldn't wrap my head around that. So now, the world got hold of this, and it was like worldwide coverage. Newspapers, website, all over the world they were paying tribute to a Tabby Diamond. Lo and behold, by the first, this happened the 29th of March. By the 1st of April, I would say about 10:30 a.m., I got a call from one of the biggest producers in reggae, who called me personally to tell me that, as a matter of fact, when I answered the phone, he asked me if I was standing. I said, no, I'm sitting around the board. He said, well, why? Here is something that he would, you know, he just can't believe it himself. He had just gotten off the phone from Bunny, the other member of the group, and she said that she called to tell him that Bunny just died at the hospital. He wasn't feeling well, and they took him to the hospital, and he died, you know, right there. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, Bunny died. At that time, only a few people had it, because like I said, she called him because this producer had done maybe 2 or 3 albums with the Mighty Diamonds, including their big hit, Pass the Cutchie. So there was a closeness there over the years. And he called me right away. And I said to people, I don't understand, I didn't know when or how did I get to this point where people look at me or expect me to have the accuracy of stories and the truth of what's going on. And this producer called me telling me the same thing, that he knows people gonna be calling when the word comes out that Bunny is dead. People gonna be calling me to confirm if that's the case. So he wanted me to get this story right up front immediately as he got it. And that's what happened. So just as he said, once word got out that another diamond had died, my phone just went off the hook. People just calling and calling and calling. And I was able to confirm, yes, because at that time now I knew I'm getting it from a reliable source. While other people, is it true, I heard this, I heard that, I can't say definitively that, yeah, I got it from, not from the horse's mouth, but as close to as possible. And that just ruined for a lot of us. Now, from Tuesday night, starting Wednesday, we all been just traumatized by the lead singer of the Mighty Diamonds. And now here we are Friday, living that life all over again. What are the chances of 2 members of a group? It's not like it's an accident where they were flying, going to a location to perform. You know, like Otis Redding and his group, the Barcades. You know, they crash. Buddy Holly and his group, when they travel and there's an accident and 3 or 4 of them. This wasn't the case. What are the chances of 2 members of the same group passing the same week? So for the entire weekend, I mean, it was just those 2 stories that were taking up the headline. So for all the fans and all the friends of the Mighty Diamonds, right here on Reflection, our condolences are with you. And as soon as we get more information, at this point, we haven't heard. And I think it's gonna take a while for the family to put something together to even announce that, you know, where services and burial concerned. So that's my opening dialogue. And again, our condolences to all the fans around the world. This was just a group that was so loved by so many people. So many people love them because they've been around for so long. The Mighty Diamond is like the soundtrack of our lives. Okay, because when they started, I was just a late teenager. I was maybe 18, 19. And seeing them in New York City when they came, 76 I think it was. And I was just 19. And over the years, I've seen them various times, and also the last time, December 2019. So even though we're not buddies, we weren't buddies, but there's a certain connection of someone being on the radio for 45 years, and they've been out there for 53 years. So you can see the connection, that buddy system between myself and them. Really sad. All right, so that's my opening dialogue. We're gonna take a next break, and when we come back, we're gonna take a look at the South Florida top 25 songs. And I tell you, I like the way TC just grooming into it, growing into it. TC is just doing a fantastic. It's like he's been doing this for even longer than me. He's using all the data and he's really having a good time doing the top 25 countdown and the top 30 countdown. So we're gonna take another break. When we come back, it will be time for the South Florida top 25 countdown with TC.
Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clint and Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir. Whole heap of artists, Clint and bring them up.
Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. Hi, I'm TC Flex from Flex TV, and I'm here to count down the 25 most played song on the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart, which is compiled by veteran broadcaster Mr. Clinton Lindsay. And now, here's your 25 most played songs.
Coming in at number 25 this week, it's Built Bridges by Shaka Demus. Checked in at number 24, Ja Is In My Corner, Black I Am with Kabaka Pyramid. Number 23 this week, Medea Again, Barry Salmon featuring Wickerman. Number 22, Sweet Vibration with Empress Unique. Checking in at number 21, Good Woman by Romain Virgo. Number 20 this week, Cover Me Ja, West Rock. Number 19, Take I Away, Manapana featuring Exile. Number 18, Honey, I Love You, Tony Roy. Number 17 this week, Get Up and Dance, Al Anthony. Checking in at number 16, See You in My Arms, the remake by Kashif Lindo. Number 15, Love Salute, Taurus Riley. Coming in at number 14, Don't Let Go, Ginger. Number 13 this week, Where You Gone by Coco T. Number 12, Import Corruption by Paul Elliott. This week, number 11, TikTok, I'm Coming, Hezron. And now, let's take a listen at the top 10 songs for this week on the South Florida Reggae Chart. After being on the chart for 6 weeks, last week it checked in at number 11, moved one place up the chart to number 10 this week. I'm talking about Sugar with Dear Mr. Government on the Penthouse record label.
Hello, Mr. Government. This is a call from the ghetto. Please don't forget, say poor people elect you. Things down here is not so great, but we are try hold their feet with empty plates.
After spending 3 weeks and the number 1 spot was number 4 last week, checked in at number 9 this week. It's Who Cares by Keith Cole on the Lovebirds record label.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I hear you telling everybody how you glad I'm gone. Did you tell them how you cry whenever you're all alone?
After being on the chart for over 9 weeks, checked in at number 10 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 8 this week. It's Curl Jacob with Easy on Me on the Touch record label.
There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself
a steady mover. Was number 9 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 7 this week. It's Cornerstone with the Molly Brothers on the Ghetto Youth International record label. Here's one to watch. Was number 8 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 6 this week. It's You Make Me Feel, brand new by Leroy Sibbles and Marcia Griffiths.
I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain. Only you, oh baby.
And when I needed a friend, believing me through thick and thin.
Here's one that we call a stepper. Stepping from number 7 last week, 2 places up the chart to number 5 this week. It's My Best Boy, Close to You, Joanna Marie on the Reggae Global Entertainment label.
I'm gonna tell my friends about you. Tell them about the things that you do to me. Tell them you're my best boy and the best you'll always be. Tell them you're everything that's good, so good to me.
This one is a burner. Checked in last week at number 6. This week is your number 4 song. I'm talking about Mommy with Burning Spear on the Burning Spear Music record label.
God knows his job. Mommy get play on. Filling out application. Don't mean you might get that call.
Was number 3 last week. This week, still number 3. I'm talking about Valley with Richard Stevens on the Boom Rich Productions record label.
Valleys will teach you lessons that hilltop knows nothing about. Lay there and listen carefully. You know who wanna get you out. You know your friends them when you're caught up in adversity. Catholic college where your knowledge grew extensively.
Was number 2 last week, still holding the number 2 spot this week. It's King Bunton with Saving All My Love for You on the Cringeton Click Worldwide record label.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family and they need you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's that time for your number 1 song for the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart. After spending 9 weeks on the chart for the second week in a row, here is Ed Robinson with All Night Long on the Reggae Global Entertainment record label.
Hey yo! Yeah man! Ragga vibes real for life, you see it?
Well, my friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on, play on, play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and
Hi, welcome back to Reflections. And again, thank you, TC. Job well done. You see, I told you earlier that he's getting into it. He's enjoying himself. And that's the whole idea. Enjoy yourself, my friend. Thank you very much. All right, so welcome back. And the second leg now, my co-host, I refuse to call him a guest anymore. He's a regular now. My co-host is Brother Mitch. Brother Mitch.
Mr.
Welcome.
Clinton Lindsay.
Where I say?
Where I going, man?
Me good enough.
You good? Good.
Yeah, you know, as you know, the recent passing of
Tabby?
Tabby and Bonnie from... Oh well, did you know them? Did you know them?
Pretty well. First of all, they live right to the street from my brother in McKinley Crescent. He lives on Australia Road.
Australia Road?
Yeah, that's where my brother lives.
Okay.
And Tabby, them live right across from there, which is McKinley. Personally, I knew about them in Jamaica back then.
Right.
But they have grown beyond recognition.
Right.
But we still, you know, wherever we go somewhere, we see them, we still talk. Especially Tabby, because he's such a loving person.
Yeah, that's what
he's like a teddy bear.
Yeah, right,
and he loved to get into these little conversations about the music itself.
Where were you when you heard? When did you hear the story of him being killed? Where were you?
Well, a friend of mine called me, and he said, "Did you hear?" I said, "Hear what?" He said, "Them just killed Tabby." My brother called me, and they said they just killed Tabby. I never believe it. You're the one.
Your brother?
Although they live close.
Exactly.
You're the one who called and said, "Is it so?" And you confirm it. That's when I really believe it.
Yeah. And I asked the question with most people when I call them back to say, when did I get to that level in this business where, like you just said, you know, I confirm it and you believe it then?
Well, one of the things with you, you will not go with the news unless you know it is so. Because there's so many news out there, different things, different reasons, different stories. Right. So you check into it before you come.
In the training I got.
Well, yeah.
The training, they told me it's better to be late, but be right.
Be right.
Than to be early. If you remember when the situation with Michael Jackson, you remember CNN was the last to even bring up the subject when everybody else around with it.
Yeah.
Because at one point they say he was still alive. 1 minute he was, you know, he had passed. And I would have been like CNN until I know someone down at the hospital that would have to tell my people, you know, and carry me to the morgue and show me or something. Because you don't want to be wrong with a personality like that.
I'm going to take you back a little bit, though. Back then, I get the news from England about Alton Ellis.
Okay.
And when I come to you with it, I break it.
Right.
Because the person who gave me that was somebody who was very close to him.
Right.
And you said, sure, until 2 weeks after. When we confirm it,
2 weeks after?
2 weeks after I break it, because that's what it was. Alton died. But it's 2 weeks after he finally died, when Dennis Al Capone was at the side when he passed away. That's when we break it again.
There were just rumors going around.
Rumors going around.
And that's a terrible thing, though. It's a terrible thing when did he? What if he didn't? How does the family feel? The family, he has a family.
Yeah. One of the things is this: when the doctors say there's nothing more they can do for you, automatically you assume that they're dead.
Right.
But until it stopped, and they said, yep. It is.
Right.
So
because if it took 2 weeks to kind of confirm that, it's like a long stretch for his family to have it out there in the world. It's not like a Barry Salmon who, I don't know why people pick on him so much. Stevie Wonder. Yeah. There are more times that they died. Yeah. You know, it must be hurtful. Because I can't imagine, you know, I'm hearing that about you. That, well, I wouldn't know because, you know, you and I and our family, the family is, you know, close. So you heard it. So once I confirmed that, but the way he died, Brother Mitch, is one of the, for me, the most disturbing part. Because we all gonna go.
Yeah.
But for a man who had preached peace and love and the love for humanity over the years, to die in that fashion, to me.
And live in the community for years. And refuse to get out of the community. Although he knew what was going on within the community.
Because a few people have told me that even when I interviewed the latest member, Capo, he said that since 2017, that little feud been going on, and they had asked him several times to just give the era a break, you know. Come to America, chill. Come to Florida, chill out, because he has enough friends here that will more than take care of him. But he kind of refused because of his status in the community.
And as a peacemaker. He hoped that he could change the whole area. You know, that's one of the things. But again, they know him.
Right.
And it has a lot to do, what I'm hearing now, it has a lot to do with his son.
With his son. I saw a video that he's the cause of the whole thing. You know, at this point, we still haven't heard anything about, you know, burial, and I'm sure that's gonna take a long time, because I know in Jamaica right now, burial is up to 2 months.
Yeah, because they have just one, what they call the examiner, who do all their autopsies and all that. But in a situation like that, is it necessary to do an autopsy?
Yeah, you have to. The only thing you don't do an autopsy for is death in bed. Even then, I remember if you're a doctor, if you're a doctor, you're on a doctor's care.
Okay.
Something like that, you know. Another hotbed topic, Brother Mitch, is the recent Grammy Award. And I know you have, like everybody else, have an opinion. The American group Soldiers won it, and it had a lot of people talking all kind of stuff about Jamaicans being robbed, and you know, especially Spice. What are your thoughts on, you know, on this?
Soldier's been here for 20 years. Let's put it this way. There's so many groups that take over the music that we refused. Spice, yes, Spice is there because she has all her followers that demand this. I would have said Gramps, because that's who I love.
Yeah, I was rooting for Gramps.
That's who I love.
Yeah.
But it was not so. What is this? Is it money? Is it the agencies? What costs all of this? Because it was always Marley, and every name Marley go there, Marley's supposed to be a winner.
Yeah, well, up to 3 years ago, it was the talk was about the Marley name.
Yeah.
That, you know, they have a way of manipulating the Grammys so that Marley must win and so on. But last year, Marley was nominated
and
lost.
Yeah.
And the year before, they didn't have a Marley. So now we are seeing that the Marley really not control of the Grammys.
Yeah.
And for people to bring in race and color into this win, to me, just so shameful, because you know the history in this country of reggae. I've been to several of Bob Marley's performances, and I would tell you, like, 80% of the audience is white.
Of course. Who supported? Who is supporting this?
Why are we now bringing up race and color? Because the person that got the most, the group that got the most votes, walked away with it.
Sad to say it, but we're Jamaicans, and we are bitter against certain things if it doesn't go the way we want it.
Yeah, I agree with that to a point, but when you talk to veteran artists, they will tell you they want to spread the music around the four corners of the earth, right?
Yep.
And that means not Jamaica.
No.
That's where it's from. So you go to Hawaii, you go to Germany. These are, when Bob Marley had 100,000 people in Germany, maybe 1% was black at the time. So how could you ask how you want to conquer the world, but when other people from the world adapt the music, we become upset?
Okay, the promoters of today are 90% white.
Right.
The countries that take the music are white. You're talking about Europe. You're talking about Japan. How much of it is in Jamaica or within the Caribbean that's doing this? The great shows, where are they? Not in our, because we throw it away.
And another thing I looked at is like the genre, like say ska. Jamaicans don't bother with ska anymore.
Richard Steve was trying to recreate it recently, and what happened again?
Yeah, and he tried to, and it worked, but only work in Italy and Australia and those places. So, but in this country, most of the ska fans are young white kids, college kids.
Yeah.
So, on one hand, we throw the music aside. And on the other hand, when another race picks it up, then we have an issue.
We have an issue. Yep.
So that means now we should allow the music to die.
To die. Just leave it. Let it die.
Let it die. Because we don't want it, but when somebody else take it up and take it to the level. I have spoken to many promoters over the years. And what I've learned about these American-bred bands, they are very professional.
Oh yeah.
They don't come with the headache that a lot of the Jamaican artists come with. They understand the business, and they do have a strong fan base here. That when you hire a soldier, you know you gotta have a crowd.
Definitely.
They sell.
Yeah.
They sell CDs because they do the right marketing, right? They show up at promotional event. We don't do that. And when a promotional event comes up, we want to get paid for it. You know?
And not only that, but a single artist is taking 15 people with them. You see, you have your bodyguard, you have your cook, you have your this, you have your that. And you don't even have a manager. You are the manager, you are the booking agent, you're everything.
Or the girlfriend, or the brother, or the baby mother, or the wife. So you talk to any promoter, not just, we Jamaicans, we're so comfortable in the high concentrated areas, New York, Miami, and Chicago, and so on. But you have areas in Colorado,
Sierra Nevada.
In areas that you don't find many Jamaicans. But these guys are still carrying that flag.
If you're looking at their booking dates, where they're going, how many Jamaicans are there per se? Let's put it this way: how many Caribbean are there people are there to support this? If it wasn't for the white market, where the music would be? Jamaica was put out so much music per capita, so much pressing plants, so much studios. There's not a pressing plant in Jamaica now to press records, but the records have been pressed in Europe. The records have been pressed in Japan. The wax, as they call it, is coming back. But where is it coming from? Jamaica? No.
And they should have a problem. I find it astonishing that they have a problem with a group. So what would they say if it were UB40? Big Mountain, that's another white group that is very, very big in reggae. And you have one or two people that should know better, that's talking this crap about the music being taken away, and you look at even Africa right now. Jamaican music has been a big part of their development, economic development. If you remember Zimbabwe, with Robert Mugabe, Bob was part of that movement. So I'm very disappointed in our people, in at least some of them, those that do this negative thing.
Until we realize again, like you said, the music belong to the world. Not the world belong to the music. And until we accept that fact, that we're leaving it, and others are picking it up because they see the value in whatever we were doing. We create it, and they're picking it up. No. If we go back to a group like the Scatterlights, most of the Scatterlight stuff that you hear was jazz that was done by a jazz group before. But they recreate this. Look at Monty Alexander. Some of the greatest jazz performers in the world, Monty have worked with them. Some of the greatest places that jazz go, Monty have worked with them. How much of the Jamaican entertainers, though, that was supposed to be nominated, have been to these places? You understand? We're in a little vacuum, like you said.
Yeah, we are. It's just a shame. When we made appeal to the world to join in this music, and when the world does it, then we have a problem with it. So hopefully it's a lesson, and hopefully it might open some eyes in the Jamaica side. Because I think here in America, we know where we're going. We know the runnings. We know where we're going. We know that you promote good music and goodness will follow it.
Again, I just say this. There's so much good music coming out of Jamaica. But where's the avenue to promote this music? What have you done to promote this music? You're doing, one artist doing 10, 15 music, releasing 10, 15 music. So the one good one from that die within the group.
Yep. So once you give an audience a choice, you see, I always tell artists, you have one song, let it run for a while. Because when you put another one now, you gotta split between, if you have a fan listing, they gotta say, well, which one do I want to hear today? Let me hear the new one. So right away, I can only play one Brother Mitch for the day. So you kind of cutting off. If you had just one song, your fan wouldn't have a choice, but just one song.
That's right.
Anyhow, my co-host, I no longer will call you guest, because you are no guest here. You come anytime you wanna. And in closing,
we must accept the fact that the music is out there for each and every one of you to play the music, to enjoy it. Give Jamaica is getting credit for that. Because that's where it originated.
That's what the guys themselves, they went on stage, thanks Jamaica for the inspiration and so on. All right, Brother Mitch. It's a pleasure having you as my co-host, and as usual, we're going to take one more break, and when we come back, it's time for the Top 30 Foundation Radio Network Top 30 with TC.
Embrace Music Foundation and the City of Miramar Mayor Wayne Messam present Rhythms of Africa, the pulsating spectacular, showcasing a kaleidoscope of Afro-Caribbean rhythms with special guest appearances by Marcia Griffiths and Gramps Morgan, under the direction of former Third World drummer and Grammy-nominated ambassador Willie Stewart, with patronage from Jamaica Council General Oliver Mayer. Rhythms of Africa, Saturday, April 30th at the Miramar Regional Park Amphitheater. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, welcome back to Reflections right here on Flex TV, Flex FM with Clinton and Lindsay every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Now we're gonna get to the top 30, the Foundation Radio Network top 30 songs, the most popular songs. And again, we welcome Brother TC. Take it away, TC.
Welcome back. It's now time to take a look at the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown. Here's your most played reggae songs.
Checked in at number 30 this week, Good Woman by Romain Virgo. Number 29. It is no secret, Derek Scott. Number 28 this week, Extra Classic Girl, Mr. D. Number 27 on the chart, Take I Away, Manapana with Exile. Number 26 this week, My Brethren, Make It Easy on Yourself, Dana V. Number 25, Body Move by King Jazzy. Checked in at number 24, Honey, I Love You, Tony Roy. Number 23 this week on the chart, She's Taken Already by Philip Fraser with Scaramouche. Number 22, We Keep Going, Turbulence. 21 this week, I'm Happy, Mary Isaac. Number 20, Bill Bridges by Shaka Demos. Forwarding at 19 this week, Me No Know by Shaggy. Number 18 on the chart, Turn Up the Music, Anthony B. Number 17 this week, Who Cares by Keith Cole. Checked in at number 16, Import Corruption by Paul Elliott. Number 15 this week, Forever Young, Timmy Love. Number 14, My Best Boy, Close to You, Joanna Marie. Number 13 this week, Where You Gone by Coco T. Showing up at number 12, Golden Spoon, Maroon. Number 11, Money Over Life by Sunshade. And now, it's time for a synopsis of the 10 most played songs on the Foundation Radio Network Reggae Chart. After spending 7 weeks on the chart, was number 14 last week, moved 4 places up the chart to number 10 this week. It's Dear Mr. Government by Sugar on the Penthouse record label.
Hello, Mr. Government. This is a call from the ghetto. Please don't forget, say poor people elect you. Things down here is not so great, but we are try hold the faith with empty plates.
Was number 13 last week, moved 4 places up the chart to number 9 this week. It's Jah Is In My Corner by Black I Am featuring Kabaka Pyramid.
Even when the battlefield get crowded, we don't have no fear, no. We don't fear them. When the enemies surround me, Jah will be there, yeah. When the tackling get rowdy and them play unfair, oh. Babylon not try to build around me, Jah will be there. Jah is in my corner.
This one is a smooth mover. Spent 9 weeks on the chart, was number 9 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 8 this week. It's Next to Me by Bushman on the Big Feet record label.
Tired of this long distance relationship, it's getting to my head, Lord.
This next song checked in at number 8 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 7 this week. It's King Banton with Saving All My Love For You on the Crichton Click worldwide record label.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there. Though I've tried to resist being last on the list, but there's no other girl is gonna do. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you.
Here's One to Watch. Was number 7 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 6 this week. It's Don't Let Go by Ginger on the Nature's Way Entertainment record label.
Whenever you find someone who really loves you, baby, don't let go. Don't let go. Whenever
been on the chart for 14 weeks, spent 2 weeks at the number 1 spot. Last week checked in at number 3. This week, it moved 2 places down to number 5 this week. It's Mommy by Burning Spear on the Burning Spear Music record label.
God uses his job, mommy get play off. Filling out application, don't mean you might get that call. It's a long line waiting to get that call.
Sedimentary, igneous and metamorphic rocks. Elementary, so them thrown into the railroads rock.
The people are listening. They're streaming. They're requesting. This one was number 5 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 4 this week. It's Cornerstone by the Marley Brothers on the Get the Youth International record label. The legends are at it again. Checked in at number 4 last week, moved 1 place up the chart to number 3 this week. You Make Me Feel Brand New by Leroy Sibbles featuring Marcia Griffiths on the Bright Beam Records label.
I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. In words could not explain. Only you, oh baby, and when I needed a friend, believing me through thick and thin.
Holding steady for the second week in a row. Last week it checked in at number 2. This week, still hold the number 2 spot. It's Ed Robinson with All Night Long on the Reggae Global Entertainment record label.
Well, my friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on, play on, play on.
And now for your number 1 song this week on the Foundation Radio Network Reggae Chart. After spending 13 weeks on the chart, last week they checked in at number 1. This week, for the 3rd consecutive week in a row, still your number 1 is Valley with Richie Stevens on the Boom Rich Productions record label.
Lessons that Hilltop knows nothing about. Lay there and listen carefully. You know who wanna get you out. Just know your friends them when you're caught up in adversity. That's at the college where your knowledge grew extensively. Cause in a school we never learned in physiology. Said that the heart of the dirtiest part of the body. But when you got
30 countdown. And again, we want to congratulate Burning Spear for having the number 1 song for the 2nd week. And, you know, when I interviewed him in January, we talk about him retiring. And I said, listen, brethren, we are not ready to give you up just yet. You're healthy. You go out there and do the things that you are known for the past 40 odd years. And next thing I knew, the announcement made that he was gonna be making special. In the interview, he did say he was gonna make special appearances. That's what he will consider. You know, when I asked him about would he go back on the road. So now we are hearing that he's gonna be making a special appearance at the Rotterdam Festival in Europe. And also in December, he will be a special guest for the first time, the Welcome to Jamrock cruise being promoted by Damian Marley and the Marley family. So, hey, Burning Spear, next thing we know, we're going to see you at Rebel Salute 2023 and so on and so on. Again, congratulations on your #1 song for the second week. All right, guys, this takes us to the end of today's program. I want to thank my co-host, Brother Mitch, for passing through. I want to thank TC for a job well done counting down the South Florida Top 25 and the Foundation Radio Top 30. Until next week, we are here every Wednesday from 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 every Wednesday right here on Flex FM TV. Until next week, may the good Lord bless and keep you until we meet again. Bye-bye.
The Music Foundation and the City of Miramar Mayor Wayne Messam present Rhythms of Africa, the pulsating spectacular, showcasing a kaleidoscope of Afro-Caribbean rhythms with special guest appearances by Marcia Griffiths and Gramps Morgan, under the direction of former Third World drummer and Grammy-nominated ambassador Willie Stewart, with patronage from Jamaica Consul General Oliver Mayer. Rhythms of Africa, Saturday, April 30th at the Miramar Regional Park Amphitheater. Tickets at